Welcome and thanks for joining this screencast to show how to get more clients in your area using a multi-platform approach through Google, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll discuss these few topics, the tremendous opportunities out there to increase your clientele with the current search volumes for doctors, advertising strategy focused on good quality keywords, one-to-one strategy using our custom-made proprietary software, and optimization of user interfaces, including split testing, outline of the journey of how leads are nurtured to become paying clients and long-term service users, outline of the various services or packages that will be integrated into the service when we start working together, and the proposed next steps for working together, finding the best course of action over the next few weeks. So how do we get new clients? To get new clients, we need three major steps in place. The first is an adequate amount of search volume, state-of-the-art advertising strategy to effectively compete in the market, and a system to nurture new leads to make sure that they show up at your practice. So we'll talk about the search volume quickly. We have a tool that shows us how many people are searching for doctor-related keywords every month. According to this tool, it shows that the search term doctors near me, about 70,000 searches are being done monthly. 32,000 of them are follow-up clicks. We can also see that about 21,000 similar search terms are being done as well. Comparatively, if we do refine the search to a different set of results, we see that these range between 23,000 for primary care doctor near me to 178,000 for eye doctor near me. We can also see that clients are directly putting in questions. We have about 325 questions there requesting for doctors. So by and large, we can see that on the average, there are about 70,000 clicks for doctors every given month, and these are all potential clients. So what opportunities are out there? Let's say hypothetically and very conservatively, only 600 persons search for doctors in your town or city or any given area for a month. We can get, and this again is once again very conservatively, 10% of them, making up 60 leads who would either call up or fill a form seeking health services with your practice, provided you're a good service provider. So out of these 60 leads, and in line with the industry average, we can conveniently close 20%. Typically, people will close more than that, between 20 to 30%, if they do have a good sales strategy. But let's stick with 20% for this illustration. This means we can deliver 12 new clients to your practice every month. I'm sure in the end you're thinking, what do all of these mean in dollar terms? So let's just discuss that. So according to the US CDC, people visit their physicians approximately 3.1 times a year. A 2016 Healthcare Cost Institute report estimated that each physician visit cost $106, but for simplicity's sake, let's estimate that to be $100. Also, for this illustration, let's assume the average number of years a person stays as a patient is 30 years, but with great patient relationships, including regular communications with your practice. Let's say the person remains happy with your practice for about 10 years. The lifetime value of this patient is then calculated as $100 for each visit, multiplied by the number of visits per year, 3.1, by the number of years they stay with the practice, which equals $3,100. Bringing in 12 new patients a month equates $37,200 worth of value for your practice each month. Furthermore, if it costs $200 to land a new patient, the return on investment on the revenue brought in is 1,450%. So clearly, this is a worthwhile investment by any standard. That summarizes the first part of the discussion about search volume and the potential for sales. We'll now talk about the ad strategy we use to target these high-quality potential clients. In order to stand out from the competition, we've built our strategy on three main aspects: long-tailed keywords, the one-to-one strategy, and split testing and optimization of the advertising campaign as we go. And I'll explain these in detail. For long-term keywords, there's a common assumption that search volume correlates directly to conversion. Remember the keyword list we looked at earlier? Doctors was a very popular keyword, but that doesn't convert very well. Just like when someone searches for bicycle on the internet, this search might range from someone doing elementary research to know the functionalities of a bicycle to someone searching for the correct spelling of the word. It's actually in the long tail keywords that there's a lot of sales. So when someone is very specific in their search terms, as we see here, black 10-speed beach cruiser, the probability of converting into a sale is much higher. This is in stark contrast to what most advertisers do, as they run very simple ad keywords. It takes a long time, as a campaign could have as many as 100 keywords, and setting up each keyword takes about 5 to 10 minutes, which translates to about 1,000 minutes, and most people just do not have the capacity to do this. But if you do find someone who can get this done, you will get higher quality clicks, and your ads will be viewed more often. Those in turn will turn into leads. So this is a brief introduction into how long-tail keywords are important. Before we delve into the one-to-one strategy, let's discuss a little bit on how Google Ads work. This is a simple illustration of how Google Ads work. Advertisers will usually bid for a keyword to display the ads illustrated here as a cost per keyword bid. And depending on how helpful the service is to people who interact with the ad, Google will assign a quality score for the ad. So the more relevant the ad, the higher the quality score is. And we all know how big Google is on user experience. So based on these two parameters, Google determines the ad rank. The higher the ad rank, the more likely Google will display the ad. So in this illustration, advertiser 1 pays the least but gets the highest ad rank simply because he has the highest quality score. That's why our one-to-one strategy is so important, as it is highly focused on leveraging on the highest relevance possible while providing us the opportunity to bid for less in comparison to other advertisers. Most advertisers will usually set up campaigns with one ad targeting around 40 to 60 keywords. And now we do understand how this allows for more irrelevant clicks, which lower the quality score and thus makes the ad seen less often. The outcome of this are high costing ads, as the only way to improve the ad rank is to increase the bid, a lower ad ranking, and leads that are less likely to convert. This is the usual setup in majority, about 99% of the industry. But what we do is to use a one ad per keyword strategy using our proprietary software to take over the laborious setup process. The tool was developed after weeks of tweaking and cost over $20,000, and it is something that will be made available for your campaign. Because the ads will only be displayed in relation to specific keywords, there will be more relevant clicks, which lead to higher quality scores, and thus the ads are displayed more often due to high ad rank. The outcome? Lower costing, higher ranking ads, which translate better into converting leads. We'll now discuss the third part of the ad strategy, split testing and optimization. After finding the ideal client, we would like to send them to a site which is tailored to convert them from a lead to a paying customer of your service. Very often, online traffic is sent to a web page that doesn't do that very well. As you can see here, these sites are very wordy with no clear call to action and are more suited for information purposes and not to convert leads. What we offer is an optimized landing page like this one we designed for a client, where there's a strong call to action. Clicks are more relevant with several prompts collecting contact information, and which is also optimized for mobile traffic, as these days approximately 70% of online traffic are through mobile devices. This way, we find leads converting more naturally into paying customers. We'll also create multiple versions of the optimized landing page, altering the layout, the color scheme, fonts, and so on to see which one has the highest conversion rate, and periodically repeat this process to get the best user experience. However, our work here is not done, as we have a system to nurture the leads we generated, so the conversion rate will even go higher. This is a schematic diagram of one of the many ways we nurture leads. The system automatically sends out notifications to leads, reminding them about appointments, requesting after service feedback, and other long-term client communications, including birthday wishes, promotional offers, and health information if you're interested in these. All you need to do is pick up the phone and talk with the client. You no longer need to worry about when to reach out to a lead or to follow up. So by working with us, what do you get? We'll set up a target on how many leads you wish to contact your practice in a month. We'll set up a proven landing page for your practice, hundreds of perfect ads on Google and other platforms. We'll train your staff on the lead nurturing process. We'll set up a lead nurturing and tracking system. We'll monitor the campaign, maintain it, and make sure that the ad strategy is up to date. We'll do the split testing to see which works best for your practice. As we know, practices vary a little bit differently. And in the end of every month, we'll provide you with a report and check in with your practice. So let's see what the roadmap looks like over the next few days. So immediately your free trial will begin. Somebody will contact you from our marketing team to conduct research and finalize the setup. We'll run that for about 2 weeks, customizing the system, working with you to see how best the user interface works. And after 2 weeks, we will set up a new call so that we can have a conversation on how to proceed. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope this was very helpful. Looking forward to hearing from you soon, and we'll contact you shortly.